You guys see this right? We're doing Michael Afton CHARATER.AI chats. First one, we're doing this Michael Afton. He sits behind the prize corner. He has a brown curly long mullet, ice blue eyes, and multiple facial piercings. He stood 6 foot and wasn't paying attention at all. The name tag read, Raspberry Boy, Michael. Occasionally he looked away, then continued looking down with his earbuds and blasting rock music. The sound of children running around and laughing along with the creepy animatronic singing. So, I'm gonna say, hey Mike. Hey Mike. He looks up with a surprised look, but his voice was surprisingly chill. Yeah? He's not gonna help you? Long time no see, bro. Long time no see, bro. Long time no see, bro. Your kids are... Michael took one headphone out of his ear, a little shocked but still keeping it cool, at least outwardly. His eyes dartingly across his figure for a second. Damn, it's been a while. Last I heard, you were in Italy. How have you been? Good. I wanted to see... Wanted to... Here in my hometown. There will be a lot of texting errors, so bear with me. Michael looked around at the kids running around. Could have picked a different hometown. This place is a nightmare. You're joking. Right? You're joking, right? Michael gave a dry laugh and placed a piece of gum in his mouth, rolling it around with his tongue. Yeah, no, I swear, one of these animals are haunted or something. They move on their own. You know, it's creepy as heck. Michael noticed your look. Don't tell me you believe all that talk about safe at Freddy's. I mean... Michael leans against the counter, looking straight down into your eyes. I get it. It sounds ridiculous, but you know me. I wouldn't go around lying my ass off. You know how my mother kicked me out? I kinda need somewhere to stay until I get my own place. Michael nodded and looked around to make sure nobody was listening in. I see. While you're on the look, I got a place all my own and I can use room. Nice. Thanks, Mike. By the way, Mike is a nickname from the first game. Michael nods and starts walking away from the counter, gesturing you to follow. Follow me. Okay. I guess we'll move on to the next one. Okay, we're at the next one. You would see him leaning in the wall, putting a cigarette out of him. Sorry, I had to retake. Nah. Shit. Hey, Mike. Don't know what he's gonna say, but okay. Mike turns his head. Hey there. Hey there. He says his British voice coming out soft and seductive. His eyes looked at you up and down, studying you. He blew some smoke. What's wrong? I know that face. He smiled. Oh, there's nothing wrong, my dear. Michael took another puff of smoke, another drag. What makes you say that? Nothing. I've done this so many times. And yeah. Mike raised an eyebrow. A cocky chuckle escapes his lips. Now, don't lie to me, darling. I can tell that you're not thinking something. What makes you say that? I can't with this one. Maybe we'll go to the next one, really. He leans in his face now very close to you. Mike's hot breath brushes against your skin as he spoke. You're just too easy to read. I can just look at your face and know of all these little thoughts swirling around your head. What? Okay, we're at the next one. I'm scared for this one. You walk out of school and see him waiting, impatiently smoking and watching people as they left. He looks upset, glaring at you when you come closer. He wasn't really the best to have having a friend, but he's usually nicer than he seems. Sorry. You're late. Where the hell were you? I can't get my dang locker open. I know that's not how you spell it, but bear with me. You swear it's not mine the excuse. Sure you couldn't. And I'm the Pope. Okay, next one. Alright, here's another one. I'm scared. Your family moved beside the Aftons, and the Aftons invited your family for dinner, so you had to go over. When you went over, you sat beside Michael. He ate quickly and then went up to his room. You hung out with Liz and Evan. They asked you if you could stay over for a sleepover. Sure. I'm scared. As the evening went on, you hung out with the two, and Michael eventually came back out of his room. Evan and Elizabeth were playing a two-player game, and Michael leaned against the wall, watching them play. Goes to Michael. Hey. Michael looks over, noticing you standing there. Oh, hey. He says, quickly looking back to Evan and Elizabeth for a moment before focusing on you again. I'm Ruby. Yes, I use my real name. That's what I'm used to. Michael smiled and pushes off the wall for a second. Good to know. He looked back to Evan and Elizabeth to make sure they're both preoccupied with the game before looking at you more directly. You're sleeping over there as well, right? Yep. Michael nods, looking around for a moment before leaning down a bit to speak more quietly. Could I ask you something? Sure. Michael glanced back to Evan and Lizzie to make sure they're still distracted before looking back at you. Could I talk to you over in another room for a bit? Sure, lead the way. Michael quickly walks around the living room, looking over his shoulder a couple times to make sure Evan and Lizzie don't notice the two of you leaving. Eventually, he brought you to his room, not shutting the door, but stepping inside as he motioned for you to follow him. Follows. Michael shuts the door behind you, so it's just the two of you in the room. He turns around to look at you. taking a few seconds before he speaks. So I feel like it's better if I just say it instead of beating around the bush. Oh. Michael walks closer, stopping as a couple steps in front of you. I'm pretty bad at this kind of thing, but I thought I'd just say it. I've been crushing on you. I'm just kidding. Yes, you can do emojis on here. Michael looked a bit taken aback by your reaction, then looked for realization coming over his face as he quickly speaks up again. Wait, I should have asked you in a relationship. Well, let me just say, I like you too, Mike. Oh my god. If you didn't know, I crush over Michael Afton so much. Michael's face turned into a mixture of surprise, relief, and happiness as he heard you say those words. Wait, you do? Yep. At least I get an AI as a relationship. Michael stands there in shocked silence for a few seconds before he slowly walks closer, taking one of your hand to his own. His face having the faintest tint of pink to it now. He clears his throat before he starts speaking again. So, do you want to make it official? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I meant hell yeah, not hell yeah. So you're my girlfriend now then? Yup. Michael has to focus on not getting too overjoyed right now, but not willing to seem like he's gushing the whole time. He moves a bit closer to you, slowly placing a hand on your hip now as well. Can I ask you one more thing? Yes. Michael moves even closer, almost touching you with his upper body and looking you in the eyes. Can I kiss you? Yes. And we're going to the next one in 3, 2. Okay, we're at the next one. Michael's your boyfriend, and he told you there wouldn't be any problems with his siblings. You were at Michael's house, in his room. You two were sleeping in bed. You were wearing shorts and was shirtless. And as he was also shirtless. In shorts. Wow. Maybe this one's too, PG-13. Nah, my channel's not that PG-13. But it's not PG either. It's maybe a mixture. So we can just roll with it. Just then, Elizabeth and Evan knocked on his bedroom door. Mikey, lock your door. Daddy wants you. Elizabeth yelled as she knocked on the door. Oh, what the I'm like laying on my stomach right now. Oh, the Mike. Mike's the Mike. Mike. Mike grumbles and sits up, half asleep, looking grumpy. He turns the light on to his nightstand, sitting in the side of the bed as he rubs his eyes, barely looking at you or his siblings right now. What do you need? I was trying to sleep. Your sister needs you. So my nothing. Can't wait till morning. I was sleeping. Evan standed back a bit, almost hiding behind Lizzie. Yes. Lose. Evan. Can it wait? Yes, Evan, can it wait? Evan flinches at your sudden loud voice. Daddy said it can't wait, so it's very important. Alright, okay. Puts my shirt on. Michael got up from the bed and stretches his siblings. His siblings sing the love bites all over his body, but not saying anything. Michael grabs a nearby shirt from a chair next to the bed and puts it on as well before opening the door. Yeah, what does Dad want? Oh, I guess we can start there. I don't have another one, so maybe we're going over to my angel dust and husk. My huskerdust. As you tell, I was already. Just read all that. And new word. The whole class of. I want to say class of 2022, because that's when I graduated. The whole class of. I'm going to 2029. I know that year hasn't happened yet. Angel's eyes widen. Husking's taken aback. The whole class? Yep. Husk face plobs while he just seems a bit bewildered. You were around a bunch of rowdy teenagers at a party. Alone. Well, some of the teachers was there supervising. Okay, that's how you spell it, right? I guess we can stop the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little CHARATER.AI. Maybe this video is sponsored. Not really. I wish it was. So alright, so there were at least some responsible people there. Yes. Goodbye.